Hello everybody. This video will explain how we intend to do the final exam for this semester. So similar to the midterm exam, it'll be online, a speaking conversation where I'll listen. So it'll be 3 people together this time. So important to note that it'll be 3 people. And the time will be slightly longer, 4 to 6 minutes. Now, the things you should talk about in the exam are the points we covered from Unit 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, and 15. So things we studied after the midterm exam. So these topics need to be covered in your final speaking test. Right? So Unit 8, we looked at the neighborhood. So is there much crime? Are there many restaurants? From Unit 8, how's the neighborhood? Right? And the learning outcomes we discussed there. So the learning outcomes were much and many, the quantifiers, and are or aren't. You remember this dialogue. So these questions, right, you can cover in your final speaking test. Okay, next will be, what does she look like? So the homework was describing your friend and the vocabulary. So you should ask your partner about their best friend, right? And get them to tell you about their best friend, and then you describe your best friend to them. So next one was Unit 10, how have you been? So asking about past experience. So Unit 10, past experience, the grammar point was have been. So have you ever been? Right, so asking about have you ever been to Seoul? What did you do there? So mixing tenses as well. Present perfect and simple past. Talking about past experience will be covered in the final exam. And then what we covered in last week's class, talking about problems and seeking advice. And then next week's class and the week after, we'll be talking about likes and dislike and agreeing or disagreeing, and talking about modal verbs for requests. So would you like to? And we'll get to that when we cover it in class. And finally, the last point for the final exam, we're talking about future plans. So what is your plan for next year? What would you like to do? So would and will and going to, talking about future plans. Okay, so the grading for the test will be similar to the midterm. On the day of the test, I'll give you some time to prepare together with your group. There'll be 3 people together. And then I'll come around the same as the midterm and listen to your speaking test. Okay, if you have any problems or that's not clear, please send me a message and I'll help you any way I can.